name is Marc Jenkins. I am a realtor here at Maximum One Realtor Partners. Thank you for joining us today for Tech Thursday. We've got some really great topics that we're going to discuss today. The main topic today is going to be video. How to use video to not only generate clients, but to also show the local community that you are the trusted professional that they should use for real estate. Now, this video is going to help you out whether you're helping people buy homes, whether you're helping people sell homes. This is going to be an all-encompassing video that is going to teach you quite a few things, strategies that I use. I'm not just going to throw things out there for you, but these are going to be strategies that I use every single day to help my business grow, okay? Now, while you're in this class, you're going to learn about 10 different topics that are going to help you leverage video to help you grow your business. And I'm going to go through the topics right now before we jump into them, just so you know what to be expecting, so you know what's coming in order. And if there's something that you have a question about or a specific topic, then we'll be able to address that as we move through class today. So, first topic we're going to talk about is why video is vital. Then we'll talk about networks to use your video on. The next thing we'll talk about is types of videos for realtors. Wait a minute. Hey, Michelle. Let me see. I want to see if I can add you as an admin because we have a few people coming in and I don't want to have to admit everybody while I'm going through here. I don't even know if I can do that right now. Anyways,
okay. I can add you.
Okay, cool. I didn't know. My bad, Wordsworth. Okay, cool. So first two topics that we're talking about: why using video is vital. Second thing, networks to use your video on. The third thing is going to be the type of videos to use for realtors. Fourth thing would be scheduling your videos and content. The fifth thing would be how to structure your video. 6, tools for video. 7 is going to be editing your video. 8, making your video stand out. 9, reaching the masses. 10, my video strategy. And also as a bonus, I'm going to share with you all some recent success that I've had using video that has not only helped me expand my reach online and expand my reputation online, but it's actually put thousands of dollars into our pipeline with future clients that we'll be working with. So without further ado, we're going to go ahead and get started. So the first topic, why is video vital? Well, right now, most people online are really looking to see what you have to offer as a professional. The way that they do that has changed significantly from how they used to do it in the past. So in the past, there used to be things like bios and reviews and things like that. And all of those things are still really important. But right now, I call it the microwave times because everybody wants to get something quick, fast, and to the point without having to do too much work. So that's why I call today's times the microwave times. But that being said, clients and potential clients right now, they're not going to go do the research to actually see how many reviews you have. They're not going to do the research. Well, most clients, they're not going to do the research and go on your website and read, a 500 to 700 word bio. What clients these days want to see is video. They really want to get straight to the point. They want to know what you have to offer. They want to know what you're doing on a daily basis so that when they decide to hire you, they can actually learn what you have to offer without having to go through like a long drawn out process. Even if you look at the younger generation, which is coming up, and they will be purchasing homes or using your business services at some point in the future, right? The number one place that these people are going is YouTube, TikTok, and Instagram, okay? So, certain people from Gen X and the baby boomers, a lot of them, they are using Facebook, which is still good for typing in things and showing photos. But with our business, we always want to stay on the cutting edge and always be thinking forward. So using video is one extremely underused way to be able to not only just reach new clients, but also build your pipeline for the future. Because yes, it is important what we're doing today with our business, but in order to stay relevant, we have to do the things that are going to put us ahead in the future. And so right now, everybody who's watching this, you really want to commit to adding video to your marketing plan. I follow with my business Warren Buffett's actual structure on running businesses. And they asked Warren Buffett, what is your structure on running businesses like Procter and Gamble, right? And he says there's 5 things that must go into every business, and they must all be there for a business to continue to grow. So the first thing is, and I'm not getting too sidetracked by video, but I think this is really important that everybody understands this. The first thing that Warren Buffett said was you must have a unique value proposition, okay? So people are only interested in doing business with you for 2 reasons. And you can apply this to any business that you can think of. One is convenience. The second is fidelity. So can they trust you, and are you convenient? Those are the only 2 reasons why somebody does business with you. Whether we're talking about soft drinks like Coca-Cola, or we're talking about companies like Tesla, or whoever you can think of that is a successful business, they all encompass those 2 things, right? So that's the first thing. The second thing is finance, right? Are you making money? Are you actually able to run the business? Third thing is sales and marketing, okay? The fourth thing is customer service, okay? The fifth thing is going to be consistency, okay? So when you're doing all of those things, not to get too sidetracked on Warren Buffett, but if you can incorporate all of those things into your business, then you're actually going to be able to really grow it and do the things that you want to do. Now, back to video. Why video is vital? Because if you heard those 5 things, you can easily pick out 4 of those that you can do through video, and you can explain through video. How do I show somebody I'm convenient? Well, I make a video about it. I can tell them, hey, give me a call. I'm always available to answer your questions about real estate, right? That's a quick 30-second or so commercial or video that somebody can see and instantly understand that I'm convenient, versus me having to write down a long review or write a blog or something like that, right? And then the other part of it is being trustworthy, right? Can you trust somebody that you just read about? Yeah, a lot of times you can. But actually seeing somebody in the act of doing something, there's that old saying, seeing is believing. So seeing somebody in the actual act of doing something that you're interested in, that's going to actually help that trust level that much more. So video is vital because it helps you establish trust with people. It shows people how convenient you are to work with. It's going to help out with your sales and marketing, and it's going to help out with, if you're being consistent with it, that's going to help out a lot of things too. So we've got that beat down already. So we're going to go on to the next step, okay? So that was why using video is vital. I hope that was helpful to you. And I know it was. So the next thing is networks to use video on, okay? Currently, I don't use TikTok for video. I just think it just takes a lot more time and a lot more creativity to use video. And my daily schedule doesn't really allow me to really spend a lot of time making TikTok videos. Nothing against it. If you have the time to be able to make those type of videos for your business, do so. But for realtors and real estate professionals, the 2 best places for you to make videos, and when I say 2, I'm combining Facebook and Instagram, but Facebook and Instagram, and also YouTube, okay? These networks are actually trafficked by many people, many millions of people every single day, right? There are more people who are going to follow you on Facebook or Instagram or YouTube than are going to see your MLS website. We all have different types of websites, whether it be personal websites or custom websites or websites that we got provided through the MLS or Chime. Well, guess what? The place where people are going to see us most is on these social networks, okay? And the reason why we want to use video on those networks is because, like it or not, we have a lot of people working from home right now. And what are they doing while they're working at home? Obviously, you would imagine that they're working, and they probably should be, right? They're probably doing it to some capacity. But most people are scrolling down those feeds every single minute of the day. And so guess what happens when you don't have video, right? Yeah, you can post a house that you have under contract, all right? That helps, you know. But when you don't have video, they're going to scroll right past your business every single time, right? Because the eye catches motion, right? You ever been outside somewhere and you're like, I saw something out the corner of my eye, and you turn and look. The eye catches motion. So if you're not using things like video on those networks, your business is actually going to be skipped over time after time after time after time again. And the realtor professional who actually uses video, they're going to have their reach grow every single day, right? They're going to meet somebody new. They're going to get in contact with somebody new. Somebody new is going to see them and be able to trust them every single day. So we want to make sure that we're using video, especially on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. Now, as far as YouTube goes, YouTube is a place where it's like the digital how-to marketplace. People always go into YouTube, and yeah, people go there for entertainment, but specifically for our industry, we're not really in the entertainment industry. As realtors and real estate professionals, our job really isn't necessarily to entertain people. Sure, it helps if you can do edutainment, which is education and entertainment put together, but our job isn't really to entertain people, okay? Sorry about that. I'm probably gonna get a few calls through this, maybe even watching my video. But what we want to do as real estate professionals is we really want to be there when people are looking for the questions that we can answer for them, right? Certain questions that seem very, very easy for us to understand as real estate professionals, these are things that people who are buying or selling homes, they have no idea of. I'll give you an example, right? And this could be a video that you all can post. I mean, feel free, right? I had a client yesterday. They were working with another realtor. They're upset. They saw me online, saw my videos, and they say, you know what, man, I don't know if I can get rid of them at this point, but I just wanted to ask you a question. And they had not been aware of what an 8-day unilateral extension means. They had no idea, right? So they found me online because they saw one of my videos. They knew that they could trust me because of the information that I had given them in that video. And then they reached out, right? These are things that we can actually beat people to the punch on, right? So how long would it take you to make a video about what a unilateral extension means, right? You're talking 1 or 2 minutes, right? So these are the type of things that we want to actually be using YouTube for, right? Sure, YouTube, you may not get 100,000 followers, right? But if you can get 1 or 2 or 5 videos that are helpful, you can actually refer people to that video when they have a question. Hey, Michelle, what does it mean for a first-time home buyer when this happens? Oh, well, you know what you should do? Hey, let me send you a link to our YouTube video. Okay, now that goes right back to them saying, you know what? Not only did Michelle help me, but she's also got a video up now, which I can pass on to other people. And the best thing about video is it's the gift that keeps giving. Once you shoot it one time, once you have it up, it just goes over and over and over and over again. So it keeps working for you, okay? So the networks that you want to use video on, Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube, all right? Just a quick tip for Instagram, don't make videos that are less than 1 minute long, okay? Any video that's over 1 minute goes into what's called Instagram Watch, okay? And so those videos are actually distributed on Instagram's Watch platform really around the world, but definitely here locally. Let me get Sheila in here. I don't know if somebody was actually saying that. Yeah, and those videos are actually distributed frequently. But if you don't have anything that's a minute and 1 second, I guess, or longer, that video is just going to stay on your feed, right? So that's just a golden nugget for Instagram. Make sure your videos are 1 minute or longer, okay? Now that we've talked about why video is important, what it does for you, what networks to use, now let's talk about the types of videos that we should be posting, okay? A lot of us have been in real estate. I mean, I think on this call alone, we probably have like 30 years of experience combined, right? I know we have at least have that, right? The things that are normal to us as real estate professionals and realtors, the average public has no idea about, right? We do this every day, so it can easily seem like, you know, different things like credit scores or different things like what happens during underwriting or, just all of the different questions that we get. It's easy for us to answer because we've done this, hundreds of times by now. Each of us have sold millions of dollars worth of real estate. So it seems easy to us, but the type of videos that we should be doing, right? We should break down every process that we do and that we see when working with a client and have a video for that. Every single tiny process, right? So you want to look at if you're working with buyers, right? You want to think, what are all the things that a buyer goes through in the process of working with me? And we want to actually break every single one of those down and do a video on, right? So, excuse me, I got something in my eye. I apologize. So we want to start off with things just from the initial thing, right? What happens when you call a realtor? That's a video, right? What happens when you get pre-qualified? That's a video, right? What do you need to get pre-qualified? That's a video. What down payment assistance programs are available? That's a video. How do I find down payment assistance? That's a video. How do I choose the right lender? That's a video. So we haven't even gotten anywhere close to the things that we do. And for us, if somebody were to ask us, we could tell them all that in 5 minutes. We can spit it off. Hey, this is what you do. This is what's going on. These are the documents you're going to need. But you got to remember, we're only open a certain amount of hours a day. And a lot of people are actually looking for this stuff like at midnight, or at nighttime. God, I don't know what's in my eye. Sorry, give me 1 second. What has gotten in my eye? Ooh. I apologize, class. Okay, cool. Got to be able to see it. Do this, right? So you want to break down every single step of the process, right? So some homework for you to do today. If you need to figure out what kind of videos that you should be doing for real estate, right? I want you to take every client that you work with, first-time home buyers, luxury homes, investors, people getting divorced, people relocating to Atlanta, people relocating out of Atlanta, right? Go down, start out by putting together who are your most frequent clients that you work with, right? And then I want you to make a list of every single step of what you do for them as a professional, and I want you to start making videos on that, okay? Doesn't have to be 10 or 20 minutes per video, right? Some of these things can be answered in, 3 to 5 minute videos, but the sooner that you do it, you're beating somebody else to it. And we all know we're in a game of, hey, first come, first serve. Whoever gets there first wins the client, right? So if somebody's selling a home, right? Something just as simple as how to decide if you should sell your home right now. Piece of cake. We can answer that question in a matter of minutes for a client, but if they can see that video online, then you already have yourself, you duplicated yourself. Now you're working online and you're answering those questions so people can call and say, hey, Michelle, I saw your video on should I sell my home or not? And you know what? I think I should. When can we actually get together and actually have a listing appointment? So the main takeaway from this step, if you're thinking about what kind of videos you should be making, take every single client that you work with on the regular and then break down every single step of what you as a professional have to do for them and make a video about it. I promise you it will do dividends for you, okay? The next thing. So scheduling your videos and content, okay? So now we just talked about what type of videos that you should be doing as a realtor. We want to do stuff that is helpful to our clients. Goes back to what Warren Buffett said. Trustworthy, convenient. So we want to focus on them two categories. Now, in terms of scheduling your content, right? So we're all busy, right? We all have like calls to make. We have closings to go to. We have houses to show. We have all of that, right? Now, if you go through that previous step that we talked about, and you actually pick out the different things that people need to know based on the clients that you're going to be working with, now we're going to put that into our schedule. We're going to automatically build that into our schedule. How do we do that? Perfect example, right? So when you're doing cold calling, for example, if you do cold calling, you're going to start out by saying, okay, If you're cold calling expires, for example, right? You can shoot a quick 1 to 2 minute video about what happens when your property expires. You're already going to be talking about that with people on the phone, right? You can go ahead and shoot a quick video about expires. You can say, hey, my name is Michelle, and I'm sorry to keep calling calling your name Michelle. Hey, my name is Sheila. I'm calling you because I saw that your property expired. Just wondering when you're going to get around to interviewing a new agent to finish the job, right? That's probably what you'll say on the phone or something similar to it. But before you do that, right, go ahead, pop out your phone, do a quick video and say, hey, my name is Sheila. I specialize in helping people when their properties expire. Sometimes the best properties don't sell around the first time. What that means is that you've got an issue whether it comes with marketing, photography, or actually getting insurance or the price. So what we do is we look at all those different areas. We're going to analyze those areas, make sure that each of those areas is checked off, and whichever one of those areas is missing the most, we're going to implement a plan to help you out with that. And give me a call if you have more questions. Turn that into a 1 minute video, boom. Now, you can pop that on your Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube, and that video continues to work for you. So when somebody types in what happens when the property expires, or when somebody comes to your page and they see that, now they know. Sheila knows what she's talking about. My grandma's property expired. I don't know what happened, but Sheila just told me it's only a few reasons why, and I can go show my grandma the video, right? So the point of me bringing that up is you want to be intentional with scheduling your videos with how your day flows, right? If you have houses to show, that is a perfect opportunity to not just show the house. I mean, you can go do a walkthrough of the house, right? But keep in mind, like, that's not something that can continue to work for you because you're only at that one house. Somebody might not even like that house, right? So you want to use that opportunity to be able to speak to some of the needs that buyers have. So you can be showing the house and you can let your client know. I know a lot of my clients, they know I do a lot of social media. So sometimes if you've already been working with that client and they've already seen several homes with you, you can let them know, hey, I'm going to go ahead and shoot a video for social media. That way we can help somebody else along the way when they're looking for homes. You've already seen enough homes. You know what you're looking for. You can go ahead. I'll be right behind you if you have questions. Okay, great. So they go ahead, start looking at the house, and you pop on the camera and say, hey, my name is Robin. I'm a realtor here in Metro Atlanta, and I wanted to talk to you today about what you should look for when you're thinking about buying a home. You should look for if the kitchen is the right size. You should check out how large the bedrooms are. You should look at the ceiling to make sure if you see stains that would indicate any roof problems or any roof leaks. You should check to make sure there's wood rots. You should look outside to see if they have termite problems, or if they already have termite installation or some type of pest control or prevention mechanism put together. You should look at the foundation to make sure that everything looks straight, right? Now you're killing two birds with one stone. So now you don't have to really think about when you should actually do these videos. You do it and you schedule it along with your day, right? And then just for like sellers, the same thing, right? If there's somebody selling a home, obviously you should always be doing a video for them. But if somebody's selling a home, let them know, hey, Mr. and Mrs. Client, I actually need to shoot a quick video. I have a lot of other people who have questions about selling their home, and I want to put their answer in video format just so they'll know just how I'm helping you. I want them to be able to have help from me too. So you walk around the house, hey, when you're ready to sell a home, we want to make sure that everything is staged properly. We want to make sure that the condition is in its right place, right? So don't want to beat that up too much, but the best way to actually make sure that you are doing videos is by scheduling them intentionally with what you're doing throughout your day. Like even right now, for example, I'm streaming this to Facebook. So even if somebody's not even interested in, real estate, or, a lot of my people who follow me on Facebook, they aren't realtors, right? But they can actually see that I'm an active professional in doing things that relate to being able to trust somebody, right? It all goes back to convenience and trust, all right? So that's the fourth topic we're going to talk about, which is scheduling your videos and content, okay? Before I move on to the next step, does anybody have any questions? I want to make sure that if you have questions, post them in the chat. If you have questions, comments, post them in the chat so we can make sure that we address them. If no questions, I'm going to go ahead and keep on moving, okay? All right. So the fifth thing, structuring your video. If you came to my last class, you know that I'm very simple when it comes to marketing. The only thing that I do when it comes to marketing is 3 simple steps. 3 simple steps. And if you didn't write it down last time, make sure that you take it down this time, okay? I don't know how many times words were for actually to come back and do classes, but the 3 simple steps that I do with everything that I market in are A, C, D. If anybody remembers what that was from my last class, type it in the chat. I would love for somebody to just be like, Mark, I remember, I took it down, I wrote it down. I don't see anybody typing though. So I guess you all might be driving or something like that. I'm gonna just use that. But awareness, consideration, decision making. Awareness, consideration, decision making. Awareness, decision making. Oh no, I screwed it up. Awareness, consideration, decision making. Those are the 3 ways that we want to structure all of our marketing, and of course video that we're talking about right now, right? So first thing is structuring your video. Aware. What are you talking about in your video? That should be the first thing that people know, because people don't have time to just watch you. You know what I mean? Like, I consider myself, at least easy on the eyes, but hey, nobody's gonna sit back and just watch me for nothing, right? So the first thing that we want to make sure of is, what are we creating awareness about, and get that out in the first 15 seconds of the video. What is it that they should be watching? Hey, my name is Marc Jenkins. Today, I'm going to teach you how to buy a home. Hey, my name is Michelle Rosser. Today, I'm going to teach you what you should look for when interviewing an agent. Hey, my name is Robin. I'm going to teach you today exactly what you should look for when you're buying a home. Hey, my name is Sheila. I'm going to teach you exactly what you should do when your home expires. Awareness. That's the very first thing. Because if they're not aware of what you're doing or what you're offering, they're going to skip over you. And our job is to engage people. We want people to watch that video. We want people to actually make it to or through to the end of the video, so to actually catch the information that we're actually putting out there, okay? So that's the first thing, awareness. The second thing is consideration. Consideration, right? What does it mean to be considered? It means somebody is thinking about something, right? We want to get the clients thinking, right? We want to get, if you're watching our video, we want to get you thinking, right? What is it that you should be thinking about? What we made you aware of, right? So if we're doing a video about what should you know about when you're previewing a home, what are the things to look for when you're previewing a home, we want to make sure that you're actually in consideration of these things too. How do we make sure that we do that? We provide helpful information. Helpful information. So we're going to give them things that they should look for in the home. Make sure you check the attic, right? Hey, when's the last time you checked the attic when you're actually viewing the home? Hey, do you understand, how to look at the corners of the home, make sure everything's even, make sure there's no funny things going on with the foundation? Are you checking sure all the appliances work, right? These are things that people have to hit pause and go back and watch it all over again. See, that's what we love. If we're gonna make video, we want replays. We want people to stop, go back. Hey, what is it that Michelle said? Oh yeah, let me go back and hear that again. She said, I remember she said that you had to check something in the house, right? If we just go through the video and I'm gonna show you how to buy a house and this is what you look for, A, B, C, and D, we're not making them consider anything, right? Now, second part is consideration. So making sure that they are considering what you're making them aware about. All right. And the third part, the most important part, is decision making. Right. Now, every video doesn't have to be a hard close. Every video doesn't have to be, well, if you want to see more, give me a call at 555-5555. It doesn't have to be that, right? But what you can do is say, hey, I'm going to make sure that we have all of your questions answered when you're touring a home. We're going to make sure we find the right properties for you. If you'd like more information, please give us a call. Or if you like this video, please share it. Or if you'd like me to take you on a home tour so I can make sure that your family has everything straightened out and everything is safe and in the condition that you want, give me a call, right? So we have to leave the video with a decision, because a video without a decision is just information for somebody else. If you put out the information and you don't bring them back to making a decision about you as a professional, you're just promoting the industry. And I don't know about y'all, I don't get paid for promoting the industry. I get paid when I sell houses and only when I sell houses. It'd be great if I could just say, hey, you know, real estate is great here in Metro Atlanta and home prices are going up. Have a nice day. And I would get paid off of that. And I would get like some check from like, you know, the Georgia Association of Realtors, like, hey, Mark, you know, that video that you did about real estate in Atlanta, hey, people love that. People are moving to Atlanta and they really want to be here. No, it doesn't work like that. So you always want to make sure that you tie up any video that you do with some type of decision for people to make. Hey, you interested in coming to our home buyer class? Are you interested in learning more about real estate? Are you interested in becoming an agent? Make them make a decision. They should leave your video with knowing what you were talking about and the awareness. Second thing, having some things to consider when they're going through the video. And then the last thing, having a decision to make at the end of that video. Those are the 3 things that they should be able to do with you in every single video. Okay? Now, next thing, now that we talk about the video structure, now we're going to talk about the actual doing and the filming of the video, right? You want to make sure you have tools for your video, right? Knowing what to do is not enough, okay? It's a good portion of it, right? But we have to make sure like this isn't, you know, 1999 where everybody has like a giant camcorder they carry on their shoulders, right? Yes, you do have a smartphone, and that is good. That is very good. But there are tools that accompany that smartphone that are really going to help your video stand out, right? So the first thing is a gimbal. If you don't have a gimbal yet, go get one. Just go get it. I don't care if you wait till your next closing. I don't care when you get it. Go get it, because you cannot effectively shoot video without one. I promise you, if you go to my Instagram page and you look at anyone else's videos that don't have a gimbal, it's like day and night. It's like actually watching somebody who's like shooting a movie versus somebody who looks like they're running, okay? You have to take video seriously, because everything that we put out is a reflection of ourselves. It's like putting out 1,000 Michelle Rossers online, right? We want people to see us the right way, okay? So the first tool that you need to get is a gimbal, okay? Gimbal, and that's Gimbal. You can get them from Best Buy. You can get them from Amazon. You can get them from, I don't know, anywhere online. Type it online. Type it online, not inline. Type it online. Go to Google. Like, get a gimbal. There are several different options out there. I know the gimbal that. You see, yep, we just got a lead come in off of our videos, right? You can go online and actually. No, that's not what I was saying. The cost of gimbals, right? Cost of gimbals, usually they're going to run about $100. It can be $100, $140, depending on which one you get. The one that I use is the Smooth. Oh, sorry. One that I use is called Smooth Mobile. And it looks like we have more people calling us today. Sorry about that, class. I will have to call them back. Smooth Mobile. That's what I use. Gimbal, pretty handy. Make sure that your video is smooth. Like, I guess that's why they named it. All right. Make sure you get a gimbal. Go ahead and spend the money. It'll be like the best money that you spent when it comes pertaining to video. The second thing that you want to get is a microphone. You need a microphone, because some people, like, you've got iPhone and things like that. Like, the audio quality is great, right? But there's a reason why people use microphones, right? So you want to go get a microphone as well. Sorry to keep dipping off the screen, but you can get a lapel mic from Amazon. I think this was like $7. A lapel mic. Pins right onto your shirt. Picks up stuff very, very clear. Very clear. Hello. Hey, Brianna. I'm in here teaching the class, so you might have to start like in a conference room.
Okay.
Okay, cool. You all right today?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, you're welcome, Brianna. That's our new buyer's agent on our team, Brianna. All right. So, lapel mic. Definitely want to get the lapel mic. It is something that will really revolutionize your videos, because, believe it or not, a lot of people are watching videos while they're driving and in the car, and guess what? Your audio might sound good when it's playing from cell phone speaker. Somebody's got it in their hand, but you know, people got those AirPods and all different types of headsets and things like that. Sounds like crap. Like if you don't have a microphone, it's not going to sound good. Okay. There you go. Very good. Very good. Very good, Robin. So I'm showing your video sound and outstanding. So make sure you get that lapel mic. $5, $8. You get what you pay for. So I'm not telling you necessarily to go the cheap route. Miss Robin, she says she has a pop voice mic. I know people who have used that mic. Very good mic. And if you really want to get fancy, like you know, I know some realtors they like really creative and fancy stuff. You can actually get the television mics that people have on Amazon, and it's Bluetooth. It hooks right to your phone. You can get that same mic that you can walk around with and hold and interview people if you want or do whatever. That mic, I think, is like $30. So you've got some options. And then if you want to get into the higher range, like if you're going to shoot videos from your office, they have table mics that are available as well. I think those start at like 60 or $70. But hey, it's the cost of doing business. So, and it's a tax write-off. So, I mean, of course, why not get it? If you're not gonna pay for your business, you're gonna pay Uncle Sam. One of the two. And I think we all trying to be on that Trump tax plan. Holler if you hit me, 750. I'd like to pay that next year. All right. So, the second thing that you're gonna need is a microphone. Okay, microphone. Third thing, ring light. Ring light. Not like ring doorbell, a ring light. So, ring light is like a giant circle of LEDs, right? That it illuminates where you're speaking in front of, right? Ring lights are great. Like my wife got me this ring light, and it's like one of the best gifts that she gets. She always gets me great gifts, but this ring light has really, you know, helped me out with my business. Ring lights gonna cost you anywhere from like 60 to like $80. The bigger one that you get, the brighter it's gonna be. I think this one is like a 22-inch that I have right now, and it helps everybody see everything on your videos a whole lot better. Don't forget to send me the contract. I did. I've already sent it to her. No. Okay. Ring light. The ring light is essential. Like right now, probably like, hell, that's nice and bright, right? I'll cut off my ring light and show you what I would look like without it. Probably doesn't make a difference for Zoom, but everybody watching on Facebook, they definitely can tell the difference. I'm like darker, so lighting is important, right? Lighting is really important when you're making your videos, right? So the third thing that you want to get, third piece of equipment that you want to get, I don't even know if we're on 3 or 1, is a ring light, okay? So tools for your video, ring light, microphone, gimbal. See, okay. Miss Robin, you got it going on. You got the studio and everything. Okay. All right. So that's the tools for the video. The next thing we're gonna talk about is now that you know what to record, now you got your tools in order. Now we got to talk about editing. Editing the video. Editing, it matters. It matters. So you want to get you some type of editing software. Some people use like what's on their phone, and that's okay. What I use is a program called Filmora. It's very good. I think it cost me like $40 for the year. It allows me to do everything from like subtitles at the bottom. I can put my name at the lower third. I can have intro slides. I can have effects, scene changes, things like that. Unfortunately, like we all have to be like our own producers, and there's not really any way around that because we really want to make sure our video stands out. So getting some type of for the iPad, I have not seen a gimbal for iPads. It usually gimbals are usually for smartphones or like GoPro sized cameras. I have not seen one for an iPad. Good question, by the way, Miss Sheila. Now, in terms of video editing, you want to find some type of editing software. So I use Filmora. There may be other video editing software that you like, but the reason why video editing software is important is it allows you to add things to the video which you can't really natively do on your cell phone with most programs. So like if you want to add like, just some background music for your video, if you want to add just some other effects to the video, it allows you to do that quite easily. And it also can render your video. So I don't want to get too far into photography, but and I'm not a photographer, by the way. So if you are, please don't jump on me for having something wrong with this. But when you shoot your video on the phone, there's like a certain type of rendering or layering that the video software can do. To make a long story short, it just makes it look better. So you want to get some type of video editing software. There are many out there. If you want to use what I use a program called Wondershare Feel More, and I can send y'all the link for that. I don't make anything off of it when you use it, but that is one of those softwares that you should use. All right. Next, making your video stand out. All right, and we're down to number 8 here, making your video stand out. All right, so once you actually shoot your video, you got to edit it. How do you make it stand out? So I know everybody's seen like those videos online that have those like crazy like frames and different things like that on the video. It just makes it look that much better. Like for example, let me see if I can pull up one of my videos here that's got some funny stuff on there. Just different. All right, but you want to really make sure that your video stands out, because if your video doesn't stand out, people aren't gonna watch it. Just give me 1 second here, class. I'm just pulling up my business page, and then I'm gonna share my screen so you all can see what I'm talking about. Okay, this is an old video, but let me share my screen. Come on. Where are you? Okay. Oh, here you go. All right, let me share my screen so you all can share my entire screen. All right, so this video here, come on, here we go. Stop, just stop right now. Okay. This video right here was shot on the green screen, right? And I'm just gonna play it for you just so you all can see and just get an idea of why editing software is important and the things that you can do with it. Just some very like things like this is such an old video, but it works, so it's still up on page. All right, let's jump off of that and come on back to the meeting here. All right, so that's just an example of the type of things that you can do with video editing. As you all see, like I had like my Google review pop in. I had like, some slides talking about, what we'll do for you. You want to make sure that you go ahead and get that video editing software. just so you can do those type of things. Class, I actually skipped over one thing for tools for video. Yeah, you can't hear the audio clear because it's playing from my laptop and it's trying to come back to you. So that's why you couldn't hear it. But if you want to see the actual video, it's on our Facebook page. But yeah, that's why the audio wasn't clear. It's playing out of my laptop and picking back up and going back to you all. So sorry about that, Sheila. But one thing that I really want to stress to you all is use a teleprompter. Using a teleprompter, I know a lot of times people have like problems like, man, what should I say, right? If you use a teleprompter, that really helps out significantly and making sure that you're saying the right thing, staying on topic, and getting the points across that you really want to do. Shooting without a teleprompter is like, it's a pain. I shoot almost all of my videos with a teleprompter. And a lot of my videos are scripted. So there's an app that I use. I'm just going to type it in the chat here just so you all know what it is. It's free and it works on your cell phone. Oh, there you go. So teleprompter app, Big Boo. Big Boo sounds like a guy from the neighborhood, but Big Boo works out really great. It allows you to script your videos and it works on your cell phone. So when you're shooting your video, you got your gimbal, pop up in Big Boo app, and then you can just do your thing. Just read what you wrote, All right. So that was going back to 6, one of the tools I left out. But 7, 8, making your video stand out. Use things like filters and other graphics in your video to make it stand out. Another thing that I use as well is an app called Canva. Okay, Canva. I'm gonna type that into the chat too. Canva. It's a free graphics app, right? And what you can do with your videos is, because if you're shooting videos for Instagram, those videos are, especially if you go to Instagram Watch, there's a different aspect ratio that they want. I actually want like a 6:9, I believe, aspect ratio for those videos. And so you're going to need to actually structure the video differently so it stands out. Because if you don't do it that way, when people click on Instagram Watch, it's just going to blow your video up and you're not even going to be in focus anymore. So one way that you can do that, let's see here. Oh, that's me. I'm watching live on live. Great. Find Instagram video. Come on. Please. All of these posts. Okay, this video here, kicking your landlord's assets. All right. So as you can see, so what we did with this video, I'm going to cut the audio off because obviously some of y'all can't hear it clearly, so that's fine. But I have my video that I took here, right? But I've actually designed a frame around the video, which makes the video stand out, which people are really going to want to see what's in the video. Like I said, like we talked about before, that awareness is really important, right? So you can use the app called Canva, okay, to drop your video in and then also create a frame around it so it stands out. This is very important when you're actually doing video, because sure, the video is cool, just having a video here, and it's great, but you want to make your video stand out. Another thing that you want to think about when trying to make your video stand out is, of course, like background scenery. I have this in my office just because like it's easy to get out videos quickly. That I don't know.
Lucky you get one accepted, or
I don't even know if y'all could even hear me because I certainly just hit mute. I'm so sorry if y'all can't hear me. All right, but you want to make your video stand out. What I did here is put this frame around the video, and then it stands out versus just having this piece here, okay? And also, if it's on Instagram Watch, then when you expand it, it's going to fill the whole phone screen. I don't lose the aspect ratio, and everything still looks really professional. Another thing that y'all want to consider getting is maybe a step and repeat banner. Now, you don't have to get one as large as this one because this one is like really big. This is an 8x8, but you want to consider getting one of these. And this is going outside of the video, but you should have a logo for yourself. If you don't have a logo for yourself, or if you're a team owner like I am, you should have a logo for yourself. Like, go ahead and go online and pick out something, get something made for you. Fiverr's a good place that you can do it. I've actually got my logo made. I love my logo. I only paid $5 for it, so it was wonderful. But go on somewhere like Fiverr, get your logo made, and consider getting the step and repeat banner. This will cost you $130, right? But it's something that's uniform and something that you can hop in front of anytime you're ready to do a video, and you don't have to really worry about like background or and not looking professional. So that's another thing that you want to focus on when making your video stand out. Another thing that you want to look at is apparel. Apparel, right? As y'all can see here in this video, I got the Let Me Fire Your Landlord shirt on. This video, I got our company's slogan on here, your partner in prime real estate. So you really want to think about doing things like this. Think about your video all in one, right? Making it stand out is just as important as what you're saying, right? Because they did a study at the UCLA. It was the 1738 or 1738, 1728, 55 rule, something like that, right? 1728, 55 rule. I think that's what it was. But basically, what they found out is that what you say is least important. How you say is more important than what you say, and how you look when you say it is the most important thing. They did a study on that. I think it's a 1728 is 45. Yep, 1728, 55 rule. All right. So they did a study and found out that, it doesn't really even matter what you're saying. So if you're one of those people who are like, just gonna get in a suit, I'm just gonna say everything that people need to hear, like, believe it or not, it doesn't matter. That doesn't matter. That's not what people are looking for. As long as you look confident, as long as you look like you're supposed to be saying what you're saying, then you're not really gonna have an issue with that. So that's why apparel matters. Now, obviously, like, I'm a t-shirt guy, millennial, so wear like t-shirts, and that's just how it is. Everybody has their own style. So if you don't like t-shirts, polos. If you don't like polos, blazers. Whatever it is that you like and your clients want to see you in, try to do your videos in that, because that's going to help you resonate with the people who support your business the most. Okay? All right. And also props. Props are good. Props are good. So, sometimes you might want to do a video by your for sale sign. If you're talking about selling a home, bring your for sale sign in the office and show people, hey, I'm Michelle, my for sale sign. I want to talk to y'all today about selling a home. Like, use things like props to really make sure that your video stands out, because that's what people want to see. That's why, there's a multi-million-dollar industry and people who just put together scenery for TV shows and movies and things like that. They're not even the ones who are acting. They're like, okay, well, I think that this looks good in the background. I think that, you should hold this while you're talking. You should hold a basketball. You should hold a hammer. Right? Think about things like props when you're doing videos, because that actually really matters significantly when people are actually tuning in to see what you have going on. The next thing, number nine. Thank y'all for being so attentive this far. I'm going to turn the screen off because we don't need to do that right now. But number 9 is actually reaching the masses. I don't even know how to stop. Oh, there we go. Sorry. Number 9, reaching the masses. Reaching the masses. All right. Reaching the masses. So now that you shot your video, now that you put some good content in there, now that you got some helpful information or some convenient information for somebody, now that you've used your video editing software to be able to string everything together how you want it, now that you've done all those steps, right? How do we get it to the masses? How do we get ourselves and our bunch of digital mini-me's, our screen clones, as I call it, how do we get that to the masses? Well, you got two ways. One is free and one is paid. That's really that simple. I don't know if y'all wanted to hear something groundbreaking, but one is free, one is paid, right? So the free way, of course, you can use things like scheduling apps. So like Hootsuite, for example, to where Hootsuite is going to automatically schedule your post when it is most likely to be seen by the most people. Two, you can just keep track of, hey, I posted this video last night at 6:45. Everybody liked it. Let me do it at 6:45 today. You do that way. Or three, the most simple way is you can just put your money behind it. One thing that I do, and I'm big on sharing what I do. I'm not trying to hide anything because I believe that someone who teaches something that they don't do is a hypocrite. I'm not. So one thing that I do is I have like a bucket of videos that I use Facebook ads to run. And if you were in the last class, this would be the awareness type ad that we were talking about. And if you weren't in the last class, you just got to go catch the replay. So I have a bucket of videos that every time I shoot a video that's good, I add it to that bucket. That bucket spends $5 a day, $5 a day, and Facebook takes care of the rest. So Facebook is going to automatically show which video is most relevant to the masses. And every time my video is seen or interacted with somebody, I pay 1 cent. So that's the easiest way to get your, I think I need to change my context. That's one of the best ways to actually get your videos to the masses is pay for it, right? So create a campaign on Facebook, set a budget, and then every time you shoot a video, go add the video to that campaign. Just go add it. Every time. I think right now I probably got about 15 to 20 videos that are circulating online right now, and let Facebook take care of the rest. They'll take care of which one to show to which people. So that's the easiest way to get to the masses. And the more simple ways are things like hashtags. You want to use hashtags, of course. Y'all already know about hashtags. We've been using hashtags forever now. And so that's reaching the masses. Very simple, very easy. Pay for it, do it the free way. Okay. And number 10, my video strategy. All right. So my video strategy has a lot to do with all of this, right? But I'll just let you know how I, Marc Jenkins, do my videos. Okay. So I try to a lot of the people who support my business are millennials. So I go for shock value, right? So my first thing that I want to do with videos is like I want to shock the crap out of you when you see the tagline or in the first few seconds of the video. I might do a video that's like, man, they about to throw you on the street if you don't pay your rent. And then I'll go into how to become a homeowner, etc. Right? But my videos all start around some type of shock value. If y'all just saw the video that I posted, it's like kicking your landlord's assets, right? People are gonna see that and like, oh, did that say kicking your landlord's ASS? No, it said assets. Okay, cool. I also use things like Google Trends to try to find out what people are looking at, what people are interested in the moment, so I can make a video about that. So right now, like I think today, people were looking at like the debate from last night or something like that. So, if I wanted to, I would make, a video about, something from the debate. Like I did make a post about it and I said like, everybody was laughing at the fly that was on Mike Pence's head, but instead of laughing at the fly on his head, try to figure out why your landlord has been in your head for the rent for the last 5 years. Something along those lines. I don't remember exactly what I wrote, but something along those lines. So I like to be controversial with my posts because a lot of the people who support my business, they're millennials, and that's just the stuff that they like. It's just like stuff like that. The next thing is I try to shoot my videos one day in advance. So the video that I'm going to post today, I took yesterday. The video that I'm going to post tomorrow, I am going to take today. So if you shoot your videos in advance, now you don't have to think as much about, oh man, I didn't do a video today, right? You already got that stuff already lined up, whether it be in your phone or your computer. Every video that I shoot, I do shoot it on my phone with my gimbal. Um, Sometimes I'm stationary, like in front of the ring light, like I am now. A lot of times I'm out and about. Sometimes I might be in the car. Um, so I try to do a mix of those every single week. So um, I usually do videos that are like very, very specific and informational in front of my banner. Videos that are like kind of a little bit entertaining, kind of like edutaining, a little bit entertaining, a little bit educational. I shoot those videos out when I'm out and about with my gimbal. And then like hot topics to where I'm like, man, this can't wait. I usually shoot those from my car by using the phone mount in the car, pointing at me and shooting those. Um, let's see. I always go to Canva and try to do something for the framing of my video because most of my videos are over 1 minute long and they do go on Instagram Watch. So I always use Canva for framing. I always use the microphone for my videos. Well, I would say like 95% of the time. Um, let's see here. What else do I do? And I just try to be consistent. Like my goal is to post 6 times a day. Not all videos, but I try to post 6 times every single day. Um, and that's pretty much my video strategy. And also, like I said, like I'm real big on apparel. So if you need apparel, like I suggest like going to a place like printful.com, get you some t-shirt designs made, maybe on Fiverr. You can get 5 t-shirt designs made for $15. It's worth it to me because I know if I go get 5 t-shirt designs made, then I know I can make 5 videos with a different but um, interesting t-shirt design. So I'm big on that. And then I try to also post my videos at night or in the morning. So I either do my videos like before 10, right at 12, or like 8 o'clock. And the that's usually the best way that I do that. Now, so today we've covered quite a few topics, okay? And before I go into the bonus topic, I just want to recap what we covered today. That way you will know exactly what you learned today, all right? So, one, why is using video vital? We talked about that. You got to have convenience and trust. 2 things that you take away from that: be convenient, be trustworthy. That's why video is using vital, right? Networks who use video: Facebook, Instagram, YouTube. YouTube for how-to videos, Instagram for kind of everything in between. Facebook's probably a little bit informational about you type stuff, okay? 3 types of videos for realtors. Talked about that. Type videos for realtors, stuff that you do every single day. Scheduling your videos, schedule your videos with what you do every single day. Even if you're in a class right now, you can get off this class right now and post a video and say, hey, I just learned about some really great tools that's going to help me better serve you as a client. What did I learn? I learned this. Cool. Keep it moving, all right? Structuring your video, 3 things: awareness, consideration, decision making. Tools for the videos: microphone, gimbal, ring light, and the teleprompter software. Them 4 right there. All right. Editing your video, go find a video editor that you want to use for your phone and computer. Making your video stand out: props, apparel, location, scenery. Make sure you got those things taken care of. Reaching the masses: are you going to do it for free or are you going to pay for it? All right. And then we just talked about my video strategy. Now, just a quick bonus. I have been doing a lot of video for my business. Some of you who, yes, that is Fiverr. That is correct. Sorry, Robin. A lot of you know me know I do a ton of marketing on social media, and that is like where the most of my business come from. And that is because of the videos that I put out. People see the videos and they call me and they're like, hey, I just saw your video. I've had just this past month alone, I probably have had, I'm talking volume wise, and some of this stuff isn't under contract yet, but I'll probably produce about $700,000 of volume just based off of people seeing my videos online. So if you're wondering if it works, yes, it does. If you're wondering if it will pay you, yes, it will. These are just some of the things that have helped my business grow recently, and I hope that you have enjoyed class today. And if you have any questions, I'll be glad to answer those questions right now. If you don't, I wish you a super blessed and super successful day and week. And until we meet again, I thought I had a good word for that. Godspeed, or good luck, or God bless, something like that. So thanks, everybody. If you got questions, let me know.
Thank you, Mark.
Welcome, you're welcome, you're welcome. All right, and as always, if somebody wants to sit down with me and talk about this on a one-on-one basis, just call me up. I'll be here to help. Cool.
I'll be calling you.
Cool. Come on, Shelly. You know how to get to me. You know how to reach me, girl. And with that, I am going back to work. See ya.